Rant mode, rant mode. So I got a cigarette right here. I got a coffee. Yet again, I have turned the camera on myself. So, this is like ideal for smoking, joking, token, becoming awoken. See this? See this? This is some, like, it's two stimulants. They go together. But, like, when I was at UConn and fucking, like, anxious, I would, like, smoke a cigarette, like, have a coffee. I don't know why I was making myself more anxious. Senior year of high school, I've always been a coffee head. If I would have been allowed to smoke at, like, 15, I totally would have. I waited till I was 18. And it was a goody two-shoes. The only way to rebel was to conform. So, you know, senior year, I started, like, spraying half a can on my polo shirts. You know, collared polo dress shirts, like flat front khakis. I'm not gonna lie, 17-year-old me was quite the handsome man. I'm low-key type bored. Yeah, that's the thing with coffee and cigs. They're both my theory is they're both really mild stims. Like, nicotine isn't even that crazy of a stimulant from someone that's tried most of them. So that's why, like, you know, I cannot do coke with someone that cannot have an intellectual discussion with me. Like, when it's the type, like, cracked out ones that just, like, instead of realizing that having a deviated septum is probably an early sign that they should switch to hard. You know? That's how it is, really. I'm still rolling, yeah. Am I rolling? Am I rolling? Do I need a piece of gum? See, like, I'm the type that likes to come prepared when I do my drugs. So, like, every rave, like, I would get, like, a variety of gum. I would get, like, juicy fruit, spearmint, which is banging. I love spearmint gum, and Big Red. And I give other ravers a choice. I've never done, like, I've never done the thing where, like, you're on the ecstasy and you do, like, the Vicks Vapor Rub. That was a little bit too eccentric for my taste, but, you know, it's pretty much the Leonardo, as my friend said, the Leonardo da Vinci of our time. Not gonna lie, like, I've been to one house party, and I don't want to go too into detail because I don't want to blow up my friend's spot, but there was enough ecstasy around to fuel, like, maybe like a PC Music sized, like, basement rave with 50 people type part. Like, this was a banger. Man, like, it's really novel when a person tries psychedelics for the first time. And then I myself as the experienced psychonaut. I don't mean that in a weird way. I don't want to clarify briefly. Like, if I take a tab of LSD, this is something that's synthetic and made in a laboratory by a human. You know, there are certain things like ayahuasca and, you know, psychedelics used by other tribes and things of that nature that are very sacred, and I don't really fall under the psychedelic tourism umbrella for that reason. Like, I wouldn't go somewhere specifically to take ayahuasca when I could just make DMT freebase with as much L-tryptophan as I can get from the supplement stores. That's another time for a different day. Oh no, man, I'm like type, like, basically at a point where I have 7 days of shelter. I'm actually going to hold off on puffing this more. I have 7 days of shelter, and it's not like that's a bad thing, but it's not like it's an inherently good thing either, because there's that constant. This is why I stopped paying for tellies. This is why I stopped paying for hotels, because, like, see this? This makes getting around 1,000 times easier. Like, until I didn't get the hobo upgrade of a suitcase on wheels, I was just fucking, like, hanging out in front of smoke shops and bodegas and smoking weed all day. Not something I do currently. You know, 7 days of shelter, and, see you, Space Cowgirl.